Yo, what is up, Nemi gang? It's your boy Nemi here. So we have an updated ranked character popularity chart. Shout out to Alita Faye. Apologies if I've butchered the name. She usually compiles these lists every few months, so it must be a lot of work. So shout out to her. Make sure you check her out on Twitter as well. So let's jump right into it. As usual, we look at the bottom 5, we look at the top 10, just some overall characters I cover on my channel, and we just talk about like the characters that catch my eye or catch interest. So not much has changed since the last character popularity rankings, to be honest with you. Things are a little bit stale right now. We haven't had any updates recently, no major changes, no major buffs, so of course not much would change over the course of the last 3 months. So let's start with the bottom 5, and nothing changes there as well. So we have Panda as the lowest, Shaheen, Zafina, Kuma, and Raven. Man, it's so sad seeing my boy in that list, man. It's just hard to believe it every time I see it. So Panda, of course, this is obvious, like it's just a bear, right? In fact, I'll talk about Panda and Kuma in the same sense. Like, these are just bears that growl, not much going on there, not much personality. Like, who just wants to play a bear all the damn time? Not a lot of people. Kuma is higher than Panda, of course, because Kuma is a stronger character. He's a very, very strong character, very good tournament character as well. So, of course, he'd be higher than Kuma. But this is obvious, not much going on in terms of personality and story. You know, just throw away characters. Shaheen. Man, Shaheen. I think Shaheen is actually really fun in this game compared to Tekken 7. He does have that new guard break mechanic, which is really fun to do. It's hella fun. But outside of that, he's always suffered with the issue of being too bland, not having a good personality. He doesn't have that much depth to his story. His storyline needs to be more fleshed out. Like, he's just a bodyguard, bro. He's Lily's bodyguard. Like, do you know how how throwaway that is? Like, bro, who fucking cares about Lily's bodyguard? Like, dude, he needs some love. But overall, I think he's a very fun character. It's sad to see him here. Zafina, I've spoken about this so much. One of the best female character designs in the game, but just a very complex character. She's relatively new as well, came in Tekken 6. A player won't pick up Zafina and just mash with the character because she isn't a mash friendly character. She has a bunch of stances. A new player will pick her up, try her out and say, oh, what the hell does this character do, right? Get cooked and immediately switch back to which character they were playing at first. I've seen this happen firsthand with a lot of my friends. They pick up Zafina, like, oh my god, what the hell is this character doing? Boom, switch her off. So it's sad to see. And that applies to Raven as well. The same issue that Zafina faces is the same issue that my boy faces. Ninja characters are usually very popular in fighting games, but Raven is just too complex, man. This man is hella complex. You have back turn stuff. You can't mash with Raven either. You pick him up and he's just not that mash friendly, which makes it very, very sad. One might argue that his personality is not that good either. In Tekken 8, the voice actor didn't do him much justice, you know. But outside of that, I think he's a very cool character. He's my favorite character in the game right now. He's my main, so it's sad seeing him this slow. And people say he's relatively weak as well. The overall consensus is that Raven is a weak character, so yeah, it's sad seeing him here. Making it just outside the bottom 5 is Leroy, man. Leroy, I think he's even gone lower this time. I think he was just above Leo, if I'm not mistaken, but now he's just at the bottom 6, bro. Yeah, this one is a huge case of Tekken 7 repercussions, because this man came and broke the hell out of T7, generated a lot of hate. Everyone remembers Leroy Japan, so I think that has affected Leroy all that much in this game. He's a very cool character, one of the best designed characters of all time in Tekken history. We all remember the hype when we first saw Leroy, but man, oh man, did that hype die down when this man came out busted AF. And I think he's still paying for that. People say he's not as fun in Tekken 8, but again, fun is subjective. I find him hella fun. He's one of my mains as well. So man, it's sad. It's also a recent character, Tekken 7, so not many people will drop their original mains to pick up a new character and main the new character. That affects him as well. But overall, man, I just think it's the hatred from Tekken 7 that's affected our boy. So yeah, sucks seeing him at bottom 6. Okay, let's move into the top 10. We have Jin at number 1. Of course, he is the man. He is the man, he is him, the face of Tekken 8. People play him in the story mode, you know, it's revolved around him in the story mode. New beginners will obviously lean towards Jin, so this one is a very obvious pick. He is even very, very strong, one of the best characters in the game, an S tier character, so yeah, this is no surprise. King though, bro, like King, man, still at number 2 over Kazuya, which is crazy. Like King is hella popular. People even might say King is more of a face of Tekken than Kazuya. Honestly, at this point, like, the character is just so popular. He's an OG since the first Tekken game. Wrestling is an insane popular sport, so it's no surprise seeing King here. And yeah, I do love me some King. Don't get me wrong, he's a very cool character, so as strong as also super S tier, so that does not surprise me. Kazuya, of course, being the antagonist of the game, being Jin's enemy, does not surprise me seeing him here as well. Still strong and OG of the game as well. Hwoarang at number 4 is crazy to me, dude. Hwoarang at number 4 is crazy. What is it that makes Hwoarang very popular? Like, I don't really understand. Yes, taekwondo is cool, kicking is cool, but number 4, bro, like, that is insane. Now, last time we talked about how Hwoarang is very popular in Asia, very popular in Korea. People love Hwoarang in Korea. Like, if you ever watch Korea pools, like Tekken, you see how many Hwoarangs are in pools. It's crazy, right? Asia and Korea love the hell out of Hwoarang, and maybe they are carrying Hwoarang a lot. And this is why I think it's because it's a top 4. We have Heihachi at number 5. Heihachi is new, of course, DLC character, so just like Lydia, he makes it in top 10. Hella used, but I think Heihachi might actually stay here in the top 10. Of course, it's freaking Heihachi, one of the Mishimas of the game, one of the protagonists stroke antagonists of the game as well, so he will stick his place in the top 10. We will see this over the next few months and the next chart. I'm sure he will still stay in the top 10. We have Brian still in top 10, again an OG of the Tekken game, very popular character, one of the greatest characters in Tekken in terms of design as well. Like, his design is actually crazy, especially his Tekken 7 outfit with a bionic arm and leg, bro. Like, that outfit looks sick, so I'm not surprised. Reina, mad popular. Reina was at number 1 for a long time when she first came out, like, for a long time, but now she's been consistently dropping. I think she was like number 5 in the last one, if I'm not mistaken, but of course she still stays in top 10 because, again, she is a Mishima, so you have that Mishima name to you, of course you'll be in the top 10. Like, come on, bro. Hella popular character, very fun, and I do like her as well. It's good seeing she has kept her popularity, especially being a new character as well. So shout out Reina. My boy Steve still stays in top 10. Actually climbs a bit here. Dude, you love to see it. You love it. Steve is one of the most unique characters in Tekken history, of course. The boxer does not have any kicks. It's so unique to him when you just, like, when you press the kick buttons and you see him sway, bro, you see him duck. That is just so unique to him, and it's so hype, bro. Like, I love this character, and it's cool to see him in top 10. Not an easy character to pick up, so it kind of surprises me he's up here, like this high, but the legacy people must be carrying Steve. Not a very easy character to pick up, especially for beginners. Law as well, pretty strong character, or pretty popular character as well, since one of the OGs of the Tekken game. He's Bruce Lee, of course. Come on, bro, it's Bruce Lee, of course. He's going to be in top 10, so shout out Law. Then we have Dragonov. I think it's closing out the top 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, Dragonov closes out the top 10, and Dragonov has fallen off. The nerfs are getting to Dragonov players. They're complaining about down 2. Like, bro, like, how are Dragonov players complaining? Like, someone make it make sense. The character was toned down a little bit. That doesn't even affect his overall power all that much. QCF4 was busted, and it's not even normalized right now. I think it's still a little bit too much, and it might need more nerfs. But man, the complaints are too much, bro. Like, Dragonov he's good. Like, he's still an S tier character, bro. Like, what else do you need, right? I do think he's a very well unique designed character, and it's cool he's in top 10. I do like Dragonov despite all the hate, but man, the complaints need to stop. Let's take a look at the bunch of characters in the middle. Yoshi has fallen out of top 10. Lily as well. Of course, with the addition of Heihachi in the game, one had to make the sacrifice, and sadly Yoshi takes that claim. Let's see, most of them haven't moved. Lars is still in between, of course, relatively popular in this game. Asuka still in the same place. Victor same place. Paul, Eddie, I'm surprised Eddie is up here, dude. I thought Eddie would hella fall off. People like shit talking Eddie a lot in this game, so it's good to see him still hold his spot here. Lydia has fallen off, bro. God damn, she's going down. That is sad to see. People say she's hella weak. Her lows are pretty bad in this game, so she might need some love. And of course, she's a new character. Tekken 7 introduced character. Those don't do relatively well. Like, look at Claudio. Claudio is hella low as well. Bottom 8. The new characters don't seem to do all that well either in the Tekken 7 introduced new characters, which is sad to see. We have Alisa. I think Alisa has fallen off. I might be wrong. Xiaoyu, dude, Xiaoyu again is one of those stance heavy characters, just like Raven, just like Zafina. You can't mash with this character, so not a very easy beginner friendly character. You have to put in work. But since she was introduced back in Tekken 3, she has a lot more mains than Raven and Zafina, and that's why I think she's a little bit higher. But yeah, Nina, bro, oh my days, Nina is so low. Considering how strong she is, it's crazy seeing her this low. Devojin still in the same place. Emishima might need some love in the next update. Feng as well, hella low. Man, but not much has changed overall outside of maybe the top 10. A few placements here and there in the bottom 10 or bottom 5 as well. Nothing too drastic, but it's good to see. Of course, we haven't gotten any balance changes. I think we are expecting a huge update when Season 2 drops that will move around the popularity rankings for these characters. Expected to see nerfs to the characters like Jin, Yoshi, Nina, you know. Maybe one of these characters will fall off, but I don't see Jin falling off even if he's nerfed. I think he's too popular. Of course, he's the Ryu of Tekken, right? So it's an obvious win, that it's an obvious take that he would be still #1 even after nerfs. I think when Devojin is buffed, he might make the top 10, right? People love Devojin a lot. Kodans is currently playing Heihachi. That has affected that might affect a lot of characters, or a lot of people that love Devojin, because most people love playing characters that their idols or their favorite top level players love to play as well. So Kudan's maining Heihachi now might affect a lot of people, a lot of Devojin mains. So we'll see what happens when the boy is buffed. Azucena actually is in a good place, surprisingly, despite all the nerfs. I think she's in a good place. I would expect her to be lower, but people seem to like this character as well. So a new character doing relatively well, so good to see. So yeah, what do you guys think of these character rankings? Which character surprises you? Which character do you think is a little bit too high? Which character do you think is a little bit too lower than expected? You let me know in the comment section below. So thank you so much for watching my video, boys. Like, subscribe, share the video if you can. I have a PoE 2 video coming next, an introduction to Path of Exile 2, so look forward to that as well. So GG my boys, and take care.